Wrestling versus the World, the trading card game. Let's rumble.
Welcome to the ultimate showdown of strategy, skill, and pure adrenaline. Wrestling versus the World, the trading card game that puts you in control of the action. Outsmart your opponent, break their will, and reduce their willpower to zero to claim victory. There are 6 types of cards in Wrestling versus the World: wrestlers, moves, promos, defense, manager, and tactics cards. Wrestler cards are the backbone of any deck, the bread and butter of your strategy. Each wrestler card features a threat level, which indicates the momentum cost to play it. The higher the threat level, the more momentum you'll need to spend. Even the greatest wrestler can't do it alone. Each card also shows the faction the wrestler belongs to, which can influence your deck's synergy. The star power of a wrestler represents their unique ability to shape the flow of the match, giving you a strategic edge. Here, you'll also find the wrestler's HP, health points, and SP, speed. Higher HP means more durability and staying power, while speed determines how quickly a wrestler acts during the action phase, sometimes deciding who gets the upper hand. The Willbreaker. This powerful move can be unleashed during the action phase using a Willbreaker action card, turning the tide of the match in your favor. Unleash your wrestler's full potential with Constellate Powers and transformations. Constellate Power is a special ability passed on to a wrestler when they transform. Once a wrestler is transformed, the new wrestler gains access to this powerful ability, giving you a strategic edge. Transformations occur by placing one wrestler on top of another. You can only transform a wrestler into one with a higher threat level, and you must pay the difference in threat level using momentum. Additionally, transformations are restricted to wrestlers that share the same gem color or belong to the same faction. Keep in mind, a player can only transform a wrestler once per round through normal means, so choose your moment wisely. Gems are the typing system for wrestlers, with each gem color representing a unique wrestling style. There are 9 gem colors, each showcasing how a wrestler is likely to perform in a match. Red, high flying, agile and acrobatic, these wrestlers dazzle with their aerial moves. Orange, king of the road, resilient and relentless, built for endurance. Yellow, hardcore, unyielding and brutal, excelling in extreme situations. Green, powerhouse, dominant and strong, these wrestlers overwhelm with sheer force. Blue, technical, masters of precision and strategy, they outmaneuver their opponents. Purple, entertainer, charismatic and unpredictable, they keep the crowd on their feet. Brown, strong style, tough and disciplined, delivering hard-hitting strikes. Black, mystical, enigmatic and supernatural, bringing a mysterious edge to the ring. White, legend, icons of the sport, embodying greatness and versatility. The gem color gives a glimpse into a wrestler's style and strengths, adding depth and strategy to every match. Move cards are a critical component of your main deck. To play a move card, you must pay momentum equal to its threat level. Like wrestlers, move cards can be transitioned by paying the momentum difference between the current move and the new move. However, you cannot transition a move to one with a lower threat level. As long as you have enough momentum, you can transition moves to build stronger sequences. Move cards have 4 key components. SP, which is speed, determines how quickly the move is performed during the action phase. DG, damage, indicates how much HP the move subtracts from an opposing wrestler. Card effect describes how the move impacts the match, such as additional effects or bonuses. Recovery represents the momentum the move generates for you during the game phase after it's used. There are 5 types of move cards in Wrestling vs. the World, each representing a distinct style of action in the ring. Slam, powerful and high-impact moves that deal significant damage but often require more momentum to execute. Strike, fast, low-cost moves that are perfect for building combos and keeping the pressure on your opponent. Submission, tactical moves designed to wear down your opponent, potentially forcing them into a tap-out. Maneuver, dynamic and versatile moves that change the flow of the match, offering strategic advantages. Weapon, risky but rewarding moves that involve foreign objects, delivering devastating effects with a discard cost to balance their power. Promo cards are a type of card that can be played for free during each player's turn. However, only one promo card can be played per turn, making timing and choice crucial for maximizing their impact. Defense cards are designed to counter moves and other cards, providing a crucial layer of protection during a match. These cards can be played directly from your hand when their activation conditions are met, allowing you to disrupt your opponent's strategy and gain the upper hand. Manager cards are played to the manager zone and bring unique, continuous effects to the game. A manager can support your wrestlers with powerful abilities, strategic boosts, or even game-changing effects that persist throughout the match. However, only one manager can occupy the manager zone at a time, so choose wisely. Tactic cards are housed in the creative deck, offering a variety of strategic options to enhance your gameplay. During your turn, you can pay momentum equal to a tactic card's threat level to add it to your hand. Once the card is in your hand, no additional cost is required to play it. There are 6 types of tactic cards, each serving a unique purpose. Normal tactic cards, versatile cards that can be used to execute key strategies. Boost cards, played during the action phase to enhance the stats of a wrestler or move. Merchandise cards, equip cards that attach to a wrestler, providing added benefits or effects. Willbreaker cards, attached to a wrestler to power up their willpower, making it even more devastating. Protostar cards, special wrestler cards housed in the creative deck. Instead of being played directly to the ring or apron, they are placed in the developmental zone. Check the rules for more details. Arena cards, played in the arena zone, these cards provide ongoing effects, but only one arena card can be active per player at a time. Tactic cards add depth and flexibility to your strategy, allowing you to adapt and dominate the competition. Action cards are also housed in the creative deck and play a crucial role in your strategy. Willbreaker cards. These cost 4 momentum to activate a wrestler's Willbreaker ability, unleashing powerful effects during the action phase. Tag cards cost 1 momentum to add to your hand and are used to switch wrestlers between the ring and the apron during the action phase. The playmat is designed to organize your cards and actions during the game. It consists of 10 key zones, each serving a specific purpose. The ring. This is where your active wrestler is played. The wrestler in the ring is your primary competitor in the match. Arena zone. Used to play arena cards, which provide ongoing effects that influence the match. Only one arena card can be active at a time. Kickout counter. This is where you place your kickout counter, a key mechanic to save your wrestlers from elimination. Apron. The staging area for up to 4 additional wrestlers. Wrestlers on the apron can tag into the ring or provide support. Move pool. The zone where you play your move cards. Moves in the pool are ready to be used during the action phase. Creative deck. The location of your creative cards. which includes tactics, boots, protostars, and more. Cards from this deck can be added to your hand during the game plan phase by paying their momentum costs. Developmental Zone, a specialized area where protostar wrestlers are played and prepared before they can join the ring or apron. Manager Zone, the spot for your manager card, which provides continuous effects to support your strategy. Only one manager can occupy this zone at a time. Retirement Zone, the resting place for cards that have been used, eliminated, or discarded during the game. Deck, your main deck where you draw cards to build your strategy and dominate your opponent. To start a game of Wrestling vs. the World, each player begins by setting their willpower to 5 and their momentum to 5. Willpower represents your life points. Each time one of your wrestlers is eliminated, your willpower is reduced. Momentum acts as the game's mana system, which you spend to play cards and execute strategies. Game setup. Draw a wrestler. Draw cards from your deck until you find a wrestler with a threat level of 4 or below. Play that wrestler in the ring as your starting active wrestler. Shuffle the remaining cards back into your deck. Draw your starting hand. Draw 6 cards to form your starting hand. After the first turn, each player draws 1 card per turn during the draw phase. Set the Kickout counter. To take the top card from your deck and place it face down in the Kickout counter zone. The Kickout counter is a vital mechanic to protect your wrestlers from elimination. Refer to the rulebook for detailed mechanics. Each round in Wrestling vs. the World is divided into 5 phases, each with a specific purpose to guide gameplay. Draw phase. At the start of each round, players draw 1 card from their deck. Gain phase. Players gain momentum for the turn based on the previous round's actions and their wrestler's performance. Player's turn. The turn order is determined by the base speed of the wrestlers in the ring. The wrestler with the higher speed allows their player to act first. Speed can change throughout the game as wrestlers are swapped or replaced, altering the turn order dynamically. Action phase. Players use this phase to play move cards, action cards, and other strategic plays. The action phase is divided into sequences where players alternate making moves based on speed. End phase. At the end of the round, various effects and abilities resolve. This phase prepares the game state for the next round. During their turn, a player can perform the following actions to advance their strategy. Pay momentum to add cards from the creative deck. Spend momentum equal to a card's threat level to add it from the creative deck to your hand. Play move cards to the move pool. Place move cards with a threat level of 1 to 2 from your hand into the move pool. Transition moves by paying the difference in momentum between the current move and the new move. Play wrestlers to the apron. Play wrestlers from your hand to the apron with a threat level of 1 to 4. Place proto-star wrestlers from the creative deck into the developmental zone to prepare them for later deployment. Transform a wrestler. Transform a wrestler you control by placing a higher threat level wrestler card with the same gem color or faction on top of the existing wrestler. Pay the momentum difference to complete the transformation. Play 1 promo card. Promo cards are free to play, but you can only play 1 promo card per turn. In the action phase, wrestlers go head to head and players take turns making strategic moves. How the action phase works. Each player can make up to 4 moves, called sequences, during the action phase. The phase begins with sequence 1 and progresses through sequence 4. Players are not required to play a card in every sequence. They can choose to pass. Turn order in a sequence. The player with the highest speed, determined by the wrestler in the ring, acts first in each sequence. After the first player acts, the second player responds. Example of sequence 1. Both players choose to play a move card. Player 1, with the higher speed, plays their move first. Player 2 then plays their move in response. The sequence concludes and the players move to sequence 2, continuing until all 4 sequences are completed or both players pass. Once a move is played during the action phase, the game progresses to the boost phase before resolving the sequence. Boost phase. During the boost phase, players have the opportunity to play boost cards to enhance their moves or other stats. Example, in sequence 1, player 2 decides to play a boost card, increasing the speed of their move. This could potentially allow their move to take priority over player 1's move. Sequence 2. In sequence 2, player 1 plays a move card, continuing their offensive strategy. Player 2, instead of playing a move, opts to play a defense card. Defense cards counter moves or other actions, disrupting player 1's plan. Sequence 3. In sequence 3, player 1 plays a Willbreaker card, activating the powerful Willbreaker move printed on the card. Willbreakers can turn the tide of the match by delivering devastating effects or damage. To win the game in Wrestling vs. the World, you must reduce your opponent's willpower to 0. How to reduce willpower. Eliminate your opponent's wrestlers. Each time you eliminate a wrestler from your opponent's ring, their willpower decreases. The amount of willpower lost depends on the method of elimination. Normal elimination, opponent loses 1 willpower. Willbreaker elimination, opponent loses 2 willpower, making it a devastating option.